ClubhouseNews.com. You're tuned into Clubhouse News Weekend for the week ending Saturday, June 28th. I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Angelo. This week, the Supreme Court of the United States, which is the highest court in the nation, ruled unanimously 9-0 that the president cannot appoint people to major government posts that normally require approval from the Senate without the Senate's approval. See, the USA state and federal government is balanced by a separation of powers into three main branches: the lawmaking legislative branch of elected representatives, the law-enforcing executive branch, and the law-evaluating judicial branch. With this system of checks and balances, each of the three branches of government can make sure that neither one of them becomes too powerful. The recent decision by the Supreme Court shows us that this system is working.
The Supreme Court also ruled this week that the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, may continue limiting the pollution levels of power plants and other big sources of toxic greenhouse gases. Basically, this means that the EPA will be able to regulate non-moving sources of greenhouse gases, like power plants and other industrial facilities. Greenhouse gas emissions are harmful to breathe in and cause global warming by trapping the sun's heat inside the Earth's atmosphere. Considering that NASA recently announced May 2014 was the hottest May in recorded history, scientists hope greenhouse gas limitations enforced by the EPA and other governments across the world will help reduce global warming.
The United States Department of Veterans Affairs is supposed to provide military veterans with medical and financial support. Recently, the VA was in hot water after reports surfaced about veterans not receiving proper care. Now, even more information is coming out, and over 50 complaints involving patient health and safety are being investigated nationwide. In one case, a veteran was kept in a psychiatric hospital for 8 years before he was given a proper evaluation. In another, a veteran was kept in a hospital for 7 years with only one exam. As the investigation continues, more evidence of improper care pops up, which is terrible considering the dangers the military faces to defend our country's freedoms.
Independence Day, also known as the 4th of July, is coming up, and that means it's time for barbecues and fireworks. But what's the true meaning behind the holiday? On July 2nd, 1776, the 13 colonies voted to separate from Great Britain's monarchy, which ruled them from across the sea. After voting for independence, Congress wrote the Declaration of Independence, with Thomas Jefferson as the principal author. On July 4th, the document was approved and our democracy was born. After a fierce military struggle in the American Revolution against Britain, the United States won its independence. Because of our government's system of checks and balances, the sacrifices of our brave veterans, and the hard work of ordinary citizens, the USA is known as a country of freedom. However, we must never forget what Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, said: "Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and, under a just God, cannot long retain it."